The demon is always within. The goddess is always within. The battle too is always within. And so is the triumph of one over the other. Which one over which one? That choice is also somehow always within. Shubh Navratri. Today, we begin with the festival of Navdurga. The word Navratri means 9 nights in Sanskrit. Nava has two meanings. One is 9 and the other is new. Ratri means night. Night gives us solace, rest, and brings rejuvenation. It gives relief at 3 levels of our existence: physical, emotional, and mental. This is a period for self-review, transformation, getting back to the source. Navratri is the celebration of the spirit or prana, which can destroy these asurs. Though our life is governed by the 3 gunas, during the first 3 days of Navratri, our consciousness sails through Tamogur. Tamogur leads to depression, fear, and emotional instability. The next 3 days through Rajogur, that leads to anxiety and feverishness. And then blossoms the Sattvagur in the last 3 days. It gives us clarity and focus, and we become peaceful and dynamic. These 3 gunas are considered as the feminine forces of our magnificent universe. By worshipping the Mother Divine during Navratri, we harmonize the 3 gunas and elevate sattva in the atmosphere. Whenever sattva dominates in life, victory follows. On the 10th day, we celebrate Vijayadashmi, the day of victory. This is the day of culmination in the awakening of our divine consciousness. It means simply feel blessed and more honored for everything that we have received. The first 3 days are devoted to Kali, the destroyer of the existing system. The next 3 days of Navratri are devoted to Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth. And the last 3 days are devoted to Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge that comes from both destruction and creation. There are many stories and how the Divine Mother manifested herself to restore peace and order by slaying the asuras, the demons like Madhu and Ketab, Mahishasur, Shumba and Nishumba, and many other demons. These demons are symbolic of the negative forces that can take over anyone at any time. Madhu is craving, and Ketab means aversion. Then there is also Raktabitsura, which is in your genes. Rakta means blood, and Bij means seed. Raktabitsura is like the gene in the blood. Sometimes your behavior is not in your control. It's in your genes. It is traveling through our genes. Raktabit Sura. Meditation is required to tackle Raktabit Sura. When such energy comes to you, transformation happens. The genes also change. Then there is Mahishasura. That means dullness. Dullness like a buffalo. You need Shakti, you need energy to deal with this. When Shakti comes, inertia is lifted out. Next is Shumbha and Nishumbha, which means doubting on everything. Shumbha means doubting oneself, and Nishumbha means doubting others, doubting at every step. These days, people are so busy, mind is so clogged, so occupied, they don't have time to think about themselves. So if someone insults you, don't think it as intentional. They are dealing with their own problems. Now let's talk about Chanda and Munda. Chanda means opposite head. Chanda will oppose anything you say. One who cannot agree with anything. Munda does not have a head at all. Whatever you tell them, it will all go in the air. Then there is Dhumra Lochan. Dhumra means smoke and Lochana means eyes, smoky eyes. They see everything hazy. Nothing is clear to them. So, all this is due to lack of Shakti. When you're full of energy and enthusiasm, none of these Rakshasas, none of these demons can come in you. Remember, the beginning is always associated with feminine energy. Time is considered male. Space is always regarded as feminine. And the whole universe is a combination of both time and space. You came into the world with the mother as your creator. The Navratri, or 9 holy nights in Hindu tradition, it signifies new beginnings. The 9 days of Navratri are marked as special to the Divine Mother. Now, let's see the significance of 9. Have you noticed the universe is made of multiples of 3? That is 3, 6, and 9. It takes 3 forces to make the universe stable. Every atom has neutron, electron, and proton. 3 things to make it stable. We have 3 stages of consciousness: walking, sleeping, and dreaming. Walking means waking up. Rajas, Tamas, and Sattva are the 3 qualities of Prakriti. Multiple of numeral 3 is 9. And so, the first 3 days of Navratri are devoted to Tamas. The next are reserved for Rajas. And the last 3 days are set aside for Sattva. The celebration begins with Tamas. Just see, the unborn baby remains in the mother's womb for how many time? For how much time? 9 months and 9 days. The baby is secure, comfortable inside, does not have to do anything. Everything is taken care of. The birth of the baby and coming of the spirit, it creates vibrancy. It creates energy and enthusiasm. Similarly, the 9 days of Navratri reveal the importance of the inward journey, which is very essential for the outward expression. Remember, you sow the seed deep into the soil and then it sprouts and grows to become a tree. In the same way, the 9 days of Navratri present an opportunity for all to go within and then emerge ready to create. That is why on the 10th day of Shravana Navratri, before winter sets in, we celebrate Vijayadashmi as a day of victory and new beginnings. So today is the first day of Navratri Puja, and this day is devoted to Shailaputri Ma. Among these, the 9 Durga forms, Shailaputri is the first and the foremost one. She is the goddess of root chakra. Devotees pray this form keeping the Mooladhara in mind. Goddess Shailaputri is the daughter of Himalayas. She is a form of Mata Shakti, that is goddess of power, and spouse as Lord Shiva. Ma Shailaputri has a half moon on her forehead. She rides on Nandi. The abode of Ma Shailaputri is in the Mooladhara chakra. Realizing this divine energy is considered to be an important step towards spiritual enlightenment. The divine consciousness, represented by Devi, always surges from the peak. On this day of Navratri, let us pray to Devi Shailaputri so that we may also attain the highest state of consciousness. Jai Ma Durga, Jai Ma Shailaputri, Durga Ma, Adi Shakti, with no beginning and no end, symbol of divine power and purity. Happy Navratra to all.